I think that given the climate and given the government's agenda around cost cutting, whether or not I agree with that, I think it wouldn't be fair for them to be cutting budget on building schools and hospital beds without making some cuts in our industry. I think that would be absolutely wrong and send out the wrong message. But I do get a sense that it's we don't believe that this is working, which I think is a real shame. And I think what they should be doing is maintaining a degree of spend. I don't think they should be slashing nearly as much, and I think it's ridiculous that there's some amazing smart people at the COI. I think our society will lose out from not having them thinking about communications. But I think that what the government should be doing is demanding more of their agencies, because demanding more proof that what we do actually delivers results. And I think if they were more demanding, then they would see the value more. And I think perhaps it's a shame that agencies haven't been more demanding of themselves. For me, return on investment is the ultimate measure. And I think that you can measure return on investment for anything. You can measure it for Change for Life, for example. You can look at the future impact of NHS spend. And obviously, if you're talking about car sales, Mini, for example, some really amazing work last year that sold a lot of cars and helped a lot of people who live in Oxford out with their jobs. So I think ROI, I do think it's about ROI, but I also think that there's other value in what we do. At a very soft end of the scale, we're in a recession, and it's not always good news out there. And just giving people a little bit of entertainment value and a smile when they open up their inbox is not a bad thing to do. And I think brands that seek to really kind of engage and entertain their customers, depending on what their brand values are, will win. I think it's always about functional information. I think being engaging and charming can make a big difference to the ROI. I love the way that consumers are so much more involved. I think not just in contributing in a kind of co-creation kind of way, but really kind of driving the agenda. And I think for that, I do a lot of CRM work, and I think the big thing in CRM is around actively involving your customer and sort of shaping the programme. But I don't believe they're the new creatives. I think some of them are, but I still think there's I definitely believe that there is a role for capturing consumer ideas, and working with some of them, and allowing them to create content, of course. But I do think there is a magic that happens with a creative team and a planner, that can really kind of elevate and take ideas on. And I suppose it is co-creation, because it's about using not just consumer insights, which is what planning used to be about, but actually taking consumer ideas and then shaping and making them wonderful. Probably the person that's had the biggest impact on my life and how I like to live it is Morrissey. Massive Smiths fan, still am. And Smiths' first single came out when I think I was 13, at that very sort of formative age. And I think when my friends, I'm from Essex, all like 5-star, I just gravitated towards him because there was this sort of, you not wanting to be the same as everyone else, classic teenage thing, and wanting to be a bit different. And I think trying to be a bit different and not think the same as everyone else is really, really important on how we live our lives daily in our careers, because that's what creativity is, isn't it?